23,707. We have the 5-box break of 24/25 Upper Deck Series 2. On tour for LA of Kopitar and Moore, Young Guns of Ivanovan for Colorado, and a playlist for the Rangers of Panarin. Canvas for Vancouver of JT Miller, portraits for Carolina of Bradley Nadeau, and an electricity for Calgary of Nazem Kadri. Outburst base for Nashville of Jeremy Lauzon, Young Guns teammates for San Jose of Celebrini and Smith, and a Frank Nazar welcome aboard for Chicago. On tour for Anaheim of McTavish and Zegras, Young Guns of Oscar Back for Dallas, and an Ooh La La for Seattle of Joey Decord. Canvas for Columbus of Merzlikins, Young Guns renewed for Montreal of Suzuki, portraits of Mishkov for the Flyers. Electricity Speckle for Montreal of Caulfield, Prishapov Young Guns for Colorado, and a welcome aboard for Montreal of Logan Milo. Canvas for Edmonton of Draisaitl, on tour for Ottawa of Kachuk and Stutzel, electricity for Winnipeg of Kyle Connor. Portraits for Buffalo of Rasmus Dahlin, Young Guns for New Jersey of Isaac Poulter, Ooh La La for the Rangers of Shesterkin. Ooh La La Black Parallel of Sorokin for the Islanders, Dazzlers for Calgary of Mackenzie Weegar, and a Young Guns renewed for Nashville of Saros. Young Guns renewed for Pittsburgh of Gensel, Bang for Your Puck for Boston of Pasternak, and a Young Guns canvas, Callum Ritchie for Colorado. Portraits for Chicago of Frank Nazar, Young Guns for Calgary of Honzek, and an electricity of Zach Hyman for Edmonton. Black and white canvas for Dallas of Wyatt Johnston, on a heater speckle for Tampa of Kucherov, and a playlist for Carolina of Sebastian Aho. Box number 2. Bang for Your Puck for Vancouver of Philip Hronek, Young Guns of Cameron Butler for Columbus, and an Ooh La La for Pittsburgh of Jari. Canvas for Ottawa of Shane Pinto, Young Guns renewed for Nashville of Forsberg, portraits for Boston of McAvoy. Playlist speckle for Florida of Barkov, Young Guns for Detroit of Johansson, electricity for Pittsburgh of Malkin. Young Guns renewed for Vancouver of Brock Besser, Bang for Your Puck for Toronto of Matthews, and a Young Guns canvas for the Tampa Bay Lightning of Connor Geeky. On a heater for the Rangers of Panarin, Young Guns for Florida of Comesso, and a welcome aboard for Minnesota of Wallstead. Fluorescence Red, Lane Hudson for Montreal, portraits speckle of Brad Lambert for Winnipeg, and an electricity for Columbus of Wierenski. Canvas for Boston of McAvoy, on tour for Nashville of Forsberg and Yossi, playlist for Washington of Alex Ovechkin. Portraits of Celebrini for San Jose, Young Guns for Calgary of Klapka, welcome aboard for Minnesota of Ogren. Welcome aboard! Black Parallel for Montreal of Lane Hudson, Dazzlers for Minnesota of Liam Ogren, and a Young Guns of Shesterkin for the Rangers. On tour for Boston of Pasternak and Marchand, Young Guns teammates of Gauthier and Zellweger for Anaheim, and an electricity for the Rangers of Chris Kreider. Canvas of JT Comfort for Detroit. Portraits for Arizona, Josh Doan. Ooh La La for Edmonton of Stuart Skinner. Young Guns of Siplikov for the New York Islanders. Electricity for Colorado of Rantanen. And a Young Guns Outburst for Nashville of Lura. Box number 3. Bang for your puck for the Islanders, Adam Pellich. Young Guns for the Islanders of Siplikov. And Ooh La La for Dallas of Ottinger. Canvas for the Islanders of Horvat. Young Guns renewed for Winnipeg of Hellebuck. On a heater for Boston of Pasternak. Ooh La La Speckle for Colorado of Georgiev. Albert Johansson Young Guns for Detroit. Electricity for Minnesota of Matt Boldy. Canvas for Calgary of Huberdeau. Young Guns for New Jersey of Heischer. On tour for Utah of Keller and Cooley. Never gotten one of you before. On tour for Buffalo of Thompson and Dahlin. Jack Thompson Young Guns for San Jose. Playlist for Minnesota of Kaprizov. And an on-tour gold numbered 210 for the New York Islanders of Bo Horvat and Matthew Barzal. Black and white canvas for Nashville of UC Soros. On tour speckle for St. Louis of Thomas and Kyrou. Welcome aboard for Calgary of Fonzik. Canvas of Heiskanen for Dallas. Bang for your puck for Anaheim of Radko Gudas. And an Ooh La La for Nashville of UC Soros. Portraits of Bolduc for St. Louis. Dual Young Gun between San Jose and Philly of Celebrini and Mishkov. Population count 1,000. Brad Lambert for Winnipeg. Dazzlers of Cale Makar for Colorado. And a Young Guns renewed of Cole Caulfield for Montreal. On tour for Vancouver of Pettersson and Hughes. Young Guns for Utah of Patrick Koch. Welcome aboard for Philly of Luchenko. Canvas of Taylor Hall for Chicago. Portraits for Vegas of Brendan Brisson. And an Electricity for Philly of Travis Konechny. Outburst base for New Jersey of Vanacek. Young Guns for Florida of Patrick Giles. And an Ooh La La for Montreal of Samuel Montembeault. Box number 4. Bang for your puck for Buffalo, Tage Thompson. Young Guns for Colorado, Prishapov. And a playlist for Montreal of Nick Suzuki. Canvas of Ukko-Pekka Luukkonen for Buffalo. On a heater for Florida of Sam Reinhart. And an Electricity for San Jose of William Eklund. Outburst base for Carolina of Jordan Stahl. Young Guns for Colorado of Steinberg. Ooh La La for Seattle of Grubauer. Bang for your puck of Cale Makar for Colorado. Young Guns for Philly of Jet Luchenko. And an Ooh La La of Jeremy Swayman for the Boston Bruins. Canvas of Joseph Woll for Toronto. Young Guns renewed for Ottawa of Stutzel. Portraits for Dallas of Miro Heiskanen. Ooh La La Speckle for Winnipeg of Hellebuck. Young Guns teammates for Anaheim of Cutter Gauthier and Olin Zellweger. And an Electricity for the Islanders of Matthew Barzal. Canvas for Pittsburgh of Carlson. Bang for your puck for New Jersey of Meyer. Macklin Celebrini. Welcome aboard for San Jose. On tour for Washington of Ovi and Wilson. Young Guns teammates of Milo and Hudson for Montreal. And an Ooh La La for Calgary of Justin Wolfe. We have an on-tour red parallel, number $1.99 for Minnesota of Kaprizov and Boldy. Dazzlers of Wallstead for Minnesota. And a Young Guns renewed for Toronto of Marner. Canvas of Joe Nieuwendyk for Calgary. Young Guns renewed of DeBrincat for Chicago. And a Seth Jones Spang for your puck for Chicago. On a heater for Edmonton and McDavid. Honzik Young Guns for Calgary. Electricity for Vancouver of Pettersson. Fluorescence Red for Colorado of Callum Ritchie. On tour Speckle for the Rangers of Panarin and Lafreniere. And a playlist for Colorado of Cale Makar. Portraits for San Jose, Will Smith. Logan Morrison, Young Guns for Seattle. Electricity for Toronto of Nylander. Canvas for Boston, Brad Marchand. On tour for Chicago of Bedard and Hall. Electricity for Washington of Obi. Outburst Space for Vancouver of Teddy Bluger. Young Guns for Edmonton of Phil Kemp. And a welcome aboard for Anaheim of Olin Zellweger. On tour for Toronto of Matthews and Marner. Young Guns for Colorado, Callum Ritchie. Playlist for Dallas of Jason Robertson. Canvas of Tristan Jarry for Pittsburgh. Young Guns renewed for St. Louis of Jordan Kyrou. And a bang for your puck for Washington of John Carlson. Electricity Speckle for Boston of Marchand. Young Guns for Columbus of Cameron Butler. Welcome aboard of Mishkov for the Flyers. Canvas of Bowen Byram for Buffalo. On a heater for Detroit of Lucas Raymond. Electricity for New Jersey of Jack Hughes. On tour for New Jersey of Hughes and Heischer. Young Guns of Halonen for New Jersey. And an Ulala for Chicago of Mrazek. Dazzlers Pink for Toronto of Matthews. Dazzlers for Winnipeg of Kyle Connor. And a Young Guns renewed for Edmonton of Connor McDavid. Young Guns renewed for Toronto of Zach Hyman. On tour for Edmonton of McDavid and Draisaitl. And a Young Guns canvas for Colorado of Nikita Prishapov. Portraits for Montreal of Suzuki. Kolosov Young Guns for Philly. Electricity for Vegas of Mark Stone. Young Guns Clear Cut of Joel Blomqvist for Pittsburgh. Portrait Speckle for St. Louis of Zach Dean. And an Electricity for Vancouver of Pettersson. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, I have the dual Young Guns to random off. So I will do it 3 times. And whoever name lands on top is the winner. Or whichever lands on top. Three times. 1, 2, 3. The left side's got it, which is San Jose.